Dear students, now we are going to start the first lesson of class 4. The name of the lesson is Physical Features of India Mountains and Plains. Yes, India has different landforms. We have to know about them. It's the time to know about them. So let's start with the mountain range. If you will see, first thing I want to show them. Are you able to recognize them? Who are they? Here name is written Tenzing Norgay. He is Edmund Hillary and she is Bachendri Pal. Who are they? Do you know them? Actually, they scaled the Everest, Mount Everest. Can you imagine Mount Everest? Do you know about Mount Everest? If you don't know, I am telling you. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. Yes, that one is the highest peak in the not only India, not only anything, the world, entire world, not only any continent. It is the highest peak throughout the world. Is it clear? Next thing I want to tell you that where is it situated? Does it containing our India? So this thing we will discuss now. So first thing I want to say you that the Himalayan mountains. Himalayan mountains, that one is located in the north side of India. All of you know about India. How is it looking? Then if you will see the northern side of the India, on that time you will observe that there are one mountain ranges. Mountain ranges are there. The name of that mountain ranges are the Himalayan mountain range. Yes, that one is Himalayan mountains. Next, if you will see it, that means how much is it located from west to east. That one is located 2400 kilometer. 2400 kilometer. Can you imagine how much big is it? 2400 kilometer. And from where to where? From Sindh. That means here in the west, the Sindh is there, Sindh river. And if you will see the west, that is the Brahmaputra river. From the Sindh river to the Brahmaputra river. Yes, that much long is it. Very big mountain range. And do you know that one is the biggest mountain range in world? Yes, that one is the biggest. So we will learn about it first. Next, how is it looking? They have given little bit description. First thing, it is looking like a curve. Here they have given that the Himalayas appear as an arch with its convexity towards south, while its extremities have swung south at both of its ends. That means the curve, that one is not the straight. The mountain is not straight. That one is little bit curved. That means the convexity. That one is curved. But the curved surface, curved is in towards which? Towards south. It's okay. But one more thing, if you will see the side portion, just like this, it is looking like this. See here, southern portion is bending here, but if you will see these two terminal, they are little bit again turning towards south. Yes, and if you will see this portion, that means the west portion, that one is one pin-like structure, hairpin-like structure, just like this. All of you know about the hairpin, structure of hairpin. So it is the hairpin-like structure. And in the west side, which rocks are the rock, not rock, they are the hills. Which hills are there? The Safed Ko, the Suleiman and the Kirthar. They are also situated here and reach Pakistan coast. These terminal, that means the end of the west terminal of the Himalaya, that one is located up to the Pakistan. Yes, how much big is it? And here it is given that the hairpin variety. Hairpin variety means that one is looking like a hairpin. Next, the mountain range. Mountain range, a chain of mountains is called mountain range. That means range. Whenever I was telling you that the range means not a single mountain. Whenever more than 2, 3, 5 like that, chain, one chain should be, all of you have seen the chain. So one unit, small thing, small shape, that one should be connected with the another shape, is it? So like that. So one mountain should be interlinked with the another mountain with the help of the third mountain. Yes, this kind of chain. So a chain of mountains is called a mountain range, and our Himalaya is one kind of mountain range. And there are many mountain ranges in India. Yes, there are many. Do you know? I have told you one. Another one is there. Yes, there are other ranges also in our India. Do you know their name? The Aravalli range, the Eastern Ghat range, the Western Ghat range, the Satpura range. Yes, the Satpura range, that one is also one range. So that means which range? These all are the mountain range. So now we will discuss about our Himalayan range. That one is the biggest range in our India as well as the world. Actually, this range, this Himalayan range, that one is divided into 3 main parts. One is Himadri, next is the Pir Panjal, and the third one is the Shivalik. So first we will learn about the Himadri. What is the Himadri? That one is one mountain range whose height is almost 6,000 meter, more or less average 6,000 meter, and this is situated in the northmost part of the Himalayan range. That one is a part of Himalayan range, and this portion, this Himadri, is also called the Great Himalayan. Yes, because the height of this range is the most. So the Great Himalayan mountains or the Himadri, both of the name is correct. It is the northmost. What is its location? The northmost location, and it is longest and it is continuous range. Continuous means not like that here one mountain after a little bit gap or huge amount of gap, then again one mountain, not like that. This is continuously. That means here one mountain, then just beside one mountain. So continuous. Is it clear? So like this, and from where to where it is located? From the Indus River. Indus River, all of you know about the Indus River. And so Indus River, where is it? Indus River is in the west side and the northwest also. And what about the east? East is the boundary is the Devang River. Yes, the Devang River. So this is also very long. The range, this one is also one range. This is the longest and the continuous range and the northernmost. Is it clear? And one more thing, the highest mountain of this peak is one of the highest. You can say the Nanga Parbat. Yes, Nanga Parbat is one of the highest peaks of the Great Himalayan. Great Himalayan means Himadri, you can say. There are various glacier. Glacier means different ice chunks. They are called glacier. So these glaciers and lakes are there. If you will see, if you will visit this portion, you will see that there are lots of glacier and the different lakes are also located there. And the cultivation is not possible there. And if anyone is doing that, that one is very problematic. It is not being possible there also. And definitely that one is a upper region. Very height is there, very much height is there. That one is 6,000 meter. So you can understand, because of the high altitude also, the temperature will be the very less. As a result of it, it is the coldest part of our India. Yes, the coldest part of our India. And one more thing, which kind of trees are being grown there? Which kind of trees are being observed? You may think that yes, how may be the different environment? You can raise a question. So I want to tell you about these things also, that the fir, the spruce, shrubs and wild flowers are being observed there. Yes, there are different trees, and how is their shape? Just like the pyramid structure. The top of the trees are very sharp, and they are this umbrella like structure also you can say, because whenever there are snowfall on that time, the trees are not being hurt, not being damaged anyhow. Yes, like that. Is it not very interesting that there are one part is there, one portion is there where the different kind of trees are being visible, and you are able to see the snowfalls also. Isn't it not very interesting for us? I think it is. And one more thing, Saiful Mulk. Saiful Mulk. Saiful Mulk is one lake is there. In this region, I already have told you, lots of glacier and the lakes are being observed, and the name of one lake is Saiful Mulk. Yes, Saiful Mulk. This lake is being observed there. And one more thing, that these all the glacier, from those glacier different rivers are being produced. Two of the names are the Brahmaputra and the Sutlej. Yes, they are produced by that glaciers. Very interesting. And do you know the Bachendri Pal is the first woman who climbed the Mount Everest? Do you know in which year? In the 1984. Yes, in the 1984 she climbed the Mount Everest, and because of that reason, on honor of that, she got, that means she awarded Padma Bhushan award. Yes, Padma Bhushan award in the which year? 2019. And one more thing, the Tenzing Norgay and the Edmund Hillary, what they, I have told you that they scaled the Mount Everest. How did they scale? Actually, they also climbed up there. They are the first persons together who climbed up the Mount Everest. Yes. So imagine how brave they are. The road is not like this road. In which road you are going? You are going to school, you are going to a market. No, there are no roads. But all the things, all the places are being covered by the ice. But they went there. Is it possible for you? Think and tell your mother, is it possible? Are you that much strong? You have to be that much strong because you are a good child. Is it not? So one more thing, that the first thing I have told you that the Himalaya, that one is a very big mountain. The Himalaya, the meaning, what is the meaning of Himalaya? Him and Alaya. Him means the ice, the snow, and the Alaya. Alaya means the home. That means Himalaya means the home of the ice. So there, if you will visit anywhere, on that time, you will see that the total mountain is covered with the ice. Yes, in the time of summer also. Do you know because of what reason? Because of height. Its height is very high, and whenever you will go up towards from the ground, the temperature will start to decrease, and because of that amount of decrease of height, so it should be very cold. Is it clear for all of you? Next thing, I want to tell you one more thing also, that the Himalaya, the middle Himalaya or the Pir Panjal. Yes, the middle Himalayan or the Pir Panjal. That means it's also known as the Pir Panjal. But what is the location of the Pir Panjal? The middle Himalaya. And one more thing, if you will see its geographical location, I have told the Himadri, that one is located at the northmost. Is it northmost of the Himalayan range? And in the Pir Panjal, that one is just little bit southern portion. Little bit southern portion of the Himadri. Is it clear? Next thing, now you can ask me that what is the average height of that portion? The average height of that portion is around 1000 to 4,500 meter. So first one was the 6,000 meter, and here 1000, sometimes it is 1000 or sometimes it is 4,500 meter. Yes, 1000 meter to 4,500 meter. So it is also its height is also more, but with respect to the Himadri, not that much. With respect to Himadri, it is lesser height, but we will see afterwards. With respect to Shivali, it is more height. Its height is more. So which kind of trees are being observed here? The pine, oak, deodar and fir tree. Yes, fir trees are also being observed here. On the previous case, we have seen the fir, the spruce, the shrubs and the wildflowers. Few wildflowers are also being observed, but not that much. Next thing, which kind of fruits are being observed there? The peach. Yes, the peach. It is very delicious as well as containing very high amount of vitamin K. The peach, that one. Apricots, the pears and cherries are grown there. These kind of fruits are available there. That means they grown. Those fruits are grown there. And one more thing, one vegetable is there. That one is the potatoes. Yes, the potatoes are also growing there. And one more thing, now you can ask me whether who is cultivating there. Yes, it is because of the height, it is little bit difficult to cultivate there. But the potato, for the case of potato, it is comfortable in the cold weather. Yes, that means the potato is one of the vegetable which one is growing here. Is it? Now one more thing, you can observe different national parks here. Yes, different national parks. The name of few are the Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve Valley of Flower. That means I have told you that the few flowers are being observed there. So in this national park, Flowers National Park. So in this national park, different kinds of flowers are being observed. Next, the Great Himalayan National Park. Another one national park is there, the Pine Valley National Park. The third number, and one more thing is there, that one is the Biodiversity Reservoir. That means Biodiversity Reservoir or in the Pir Panjal range. That one is also one kind of national park. So you can understand that the different kind of national parks are there. But what is the meaning of biodiversity? Do you know? Actually, biodiversity means it should be that in this kind of park or in this kind of land, different kind of species, it may be the plants, it may be the animals, they will live together. Yes, this one is called the biodiversity reservoirs. And one more thing, that some famous hill stations are also being observed here. Which hill station do you know? The Mussoorie. Yes, the Mussoorie, the Darjeeling. Yes, the Darjeeling is also situated there. Our Shimla, that one is also there. Now, the Mussoorie, in which state is it located? It is located in Uttarakhand. Yes, in the Uttarakhand it is located. And for the case of Shimla, that one is located in Himachal Pradesh. Yes, Himachal Pradesh. And what about the Darjeeling? That one is in West Bengal. Yes, in West Bengal. So do you know about the different states? Is it? If you don't know, now you learn about three I have told you. I will tell you other also. And if you forgot, once go for the revision. How many states are there? How many capitals are there? And how many united territories are there? United territories. So these all things you should know. Is it? Next, one more thing is there. See here, the outer Himalayas. That means first in the northmost portion of the Himalayan range, the which mountain range, which portion is there? The Himadri is located. Afterwards, just below the Himadri, Pir Panjal is located. Now, below the Pir Panjal, our Shivalik is there. Now, we will talk about the Shivalik. Yes, the Shivalik. Shivalik is the lowest range. Lowest range. Now, in your mind, one question raised that how much meter is the height of the Shivalik? Its height is about 900 to 1000 meter. 900 meters to 1000 meter. That means with respect to Himadri and Pir Panjal, the Shivalik's height is not that much high. Is it clear? And one more thing, that the different forest, where you will observe the different forest in the slope of the mountain. You will observe these different kind of wild animals also. It is being observed. And the foothills of the Shivalik are known as the Terai. Yes, what the Shivalik, I have told you, the foothill. That means which one is your foot? You know that the last portion of the legs, is it? So it also has the foot, that means the starting portion. Is it? Or you can say that the very low, that means the southern portion of the Shivalik, that one is called the Terai region. And in this region, the rice, wheat and sugarcane crops are being grown. Yes, it is possible in the Terai region, these crops grown. It is possible. And there are, and in this range, there are some places where they suffers the heavy rainfalls also there, and the soil is fertile. Fertile means which place is being cultivated in that position. Is it? So, and one more thing, the animals found in the Himalayan region are Himalayan yak. See here, Himalayan yak is there. Snow leopards are also there. Snow leopard and the musk deer, the black bears are also there. So this kind of animals are being observed here. You have observed that for the case of Himadri, these kinds of crops are not possible. Any kind of cultivation is not possible there because in the most of the time it is covered by the snow, and with this atmosphere, with this climate, the crop is not comfortable. It is not being grown there. And for the case of Pir Panjal, you have seen the potatoes and few of the fruits are being cultivated there. And for the case of Shivalik, not actually on the Shivalik, it's Terai region. In its Terai region, few cultivation is possible. Which cultivations? The rice, the wheat, the sugar cane. These are possible. These crops are being cultivated there. And now one thing I want to tell you, that how the people are cultivating their field in their land. Is it possible? I have told you already that hill means that one should be this kind of landforms. Is it? But will they cultivate here in this region? No, this is not possible, because for the cultivation the farmers need what they need. They need different place, and one more thing, they have to water. They have to give water regularly, and whenever they will pour the water, definitely that one will come down. Is it? So on that time, what is the way? They are doing one kind of arrangement. They cut this edge of the like this. Yes, and they make the slope surface as the flat. They made their field like this way, and they are cultivating into this region. Yes, this is very difficult task, but for their livelihood they did these things. And one more thing, that one is one very important question in your mind, I think, that if from the Brahmaputra river to Indus river, this much big one mountain range is there, then what is the way for the ancient people to go into the China? Yes, you know that the north portion is located in China. Where the China is located? In the north portion of our India. Is it? So what is the way? Yes, there are one way. There are some little gap between the different mountains. Yes, see here, crossing the mountains is a difficult task. Yes, that one is difficult, I have told you. Is it possible to climb up there, to climb up to 6,000 kilometers and afterwards come down from here? Is it possible? Yes, possible, but it is very difficult, very difficult. So, but the narrow paths in the mountains make traveling possible. Yes, I have told you, if there is very narrow paths are there. So sometimes it happens there are two mountains, and between these two mountains one gap is there. These are called the passes. Yes, these are called the passes, and this kind of so many passes are being located there, just like the Karakoram Pass in Kashmir. Yes, in Kashmir the Karakoram Pass is located. The Rohtam Pass. Rohtam Pass is in which state? Himachal Pradesh. And Nathu-La in Sikkim. Yes, in Sikkim, Nathu-La Pass is located. And one more thing, Kardungla. That one is the highest mountain pass in India. Why the highest mountain pass? because this pass is located in very high height. That's why it is the highest mountain pass in India. So up to here, I think all of you got it very nicely. First thing, I want to tell you that the different highest mountain peak about the Mount Everest. Which one is the highest peak in the world? Which one? That one is the Mount Everest. So first, Himalaya is located from the Sindh to the how much? The Brahmaputra. Is it Himalaya? So you have seen that the mountain range, Himalayan mountain range we was discussing about, and there are other mountain ranges are present in our country, but today our discussion we did regarding the Himalayan mountain range. So we have seen that the Himalayan mountain range is the largest mountain range throughout the world, and it is divided into three parts. There are also different mountain range. Is it mountain range? Means that one is the chain of the different mountain. And the first one and the highest one is the Himadri. Next one is the Pir Panjal, and the next one is the lowest one is the Shivalik. These things we have seen, and one more thing, they are different. You may ask me, why did I differentiate them? Yes, there is a reason, because they are different not only because of height. Already I have told you regarding height, and one more thing, they are different by the flora and fauna. Is it? Flora and fauna means that with the help of different in the respect of different animals, trees in the Himadri, which trees was formed, that means which trees was visible. In the Pir Panjal you didn't, and in Pir Panjal which one you have seen, those fruits or those kind of animals, they are not being observed here. Is it? So there are difference, that means huge amount of difference between these three. That's why we have to divide them into three parts, and I have told you that the Himalayan yak is there. In which range? That one is being observed in Shivalik. Is it? And all of you have seen this one. See the pine tree? I have told you that its shape is just like that. If there will be snowfall, so anyhow the tree won't be hurt anyhow. Is it? It should not hurt. Is it clear?